that adjustment period that everybody else goes through, they don't get that.
Okay, I'm here with Coach Hobbs here at North Vallejo Thurman's Field, Vallejo High School great. Also, he's coaching at Vac High right now. And we're set here just I thank God for him being a friend. And thank you for this morning, Coach Hobbs.
Definitely. James and I were just discussing that the first time we met was he was attending North Hills and in the 8th grade. And he started showing up a little bit at Vallejo High and kind of getting a feel for the place. And we talked, and that was really the first time that James and I, our paths crossed. And then he played JV football as a freshman for John Stevens. John Stevens was the head coach, and he was a very athletic young man, really passionate about sports, very talented. And I didn't really know what to call it at the time because I hadn't had a bunch of professional athletes. I just had a couple, but the way he went about his business was very professional, very workmanlike. And then he played JV baseball as a freshman. I saw a lot of talent. Had real high expectations for him going into his sophomore year. And then he started playing JV football. And I think we got about 4 games in before the accident occurred. But that's not where things stopped. That's really, I believe, where things really started for him. He had a real competitive nature about him, and I think that's paid dividends. I think a lesser man would have already been gone, and he's drawn a lot of strength from that past experience with sports and his faith, and he just got a real powerful testimony that I think is going to nurture a lot of young men and women.
Yes, praise the Lord. And when you first met him, what kind of, when you first, brought him out to varsity baseball, is there a particular reason that you brought him out to varsity, or?
Just he really, truly, speed is something you can't coach, and that was just a God-given ability. He was really blessed. He was a plus runner, had really nice hands. I projected him out as a kid that really had an opportunity to play professionally up the middle, as a second baseman or a shortstop. But speed plays, and he was definitely going to.
Yes. He talked a lot about you, about how you were one of the greatest coaches that he ever coached him, and I was pleased with that because when he first told me about Coach Hobbs, it was such a blessing just to meet you, and to get to know you, and right now it seems like we're all family now, and I appreciate you for giving James that opportunity, to come up to varsity and play for you, for those years, and that's something that we will never forget to our life, and I thank you for that, Coach Hobbs.
Oh, it's been a blessing. He's definitely enriched my life. Your whole family has, but James' testimony is so powerful that I call on it from time to time with my own children, and when things get tough, he's just a great example of continuing on and following what God wants him to do.
Yes, amen. So tell me a little bit about yourself. You got a little, about your baseball experience, and playing,
I was
coaching right now,
I'm up in Vacaville, and we got
teacher, Dr.